Hey, what's up? It's CJ here, and today we're going to jump into DaVinci Resolve. DaVinci Resolve is something that I feel like, honestly, is a better option for a lot of beginner videographers. And me and my buddy were just talking about this, about how, like, hey, it's actually free to get started versus as what I would normally recommend, which would be Final Cut Pro. It actually costs $300 to start off with Final Cut Pro, whereas DaVinci Resolve is absolutely free. And also, you can get the paid version if you want to upgrade, but you don't have to. There's a ton of things that you can do within DaVinci Resolve for absolutely free. So we're going to talk about DaVinci Resolve over a series of videos, and we're just going to hop in and just learn a few things as we go. How I learned DaVinci Resolve was I, decided that I was going to learn it, and I actually picked a project to learn it. So I had a recent project, and basically just had a crash course because I had to learn it, to get that video done. So, yeah, I just decided to learn it that way, and it was probably the better way for me to learn it. For you, it may be different, but I like to just dive in head first and just try to figure it out as I go. So when you first open DaVinci Resolve, basically you'll be prompted with this window. This is just a window of projects. It's either projects that you just recently been working on, or for you, if you're just opening it up, it shouldn't be anything here. You can start a new project by clicking down here and just pressing new project. Or there may be an option to just start a new project right up here. If I want to go into one of my previous video projects, I can just click on here and it'll open it right up. But for now, we're just going to start a new project. And the cool thing about this too is that you can actually create folders for projects. So you can create a folder, and I can name it, let's say YouTube videos, or let's say, business videos. I can name it that and create that. And it'll create a folder for me, and I can actually drop things into that folder. But what we're going to do is we're going to open up a new project. So let's press new project, and let's title it test project. All right. So when you open up DaVinci Resolve, one of the things that I feel like is kind of intimidating about DaVinci Resolve is just how it looks. And when you dive into DaVinci Resolve, it looks like, oh, there's a lot going on here. There's actually not a lot going on up here. It's just separated into different tabs. What DaVinci Resolve does a good job of is dividing the workflow, or the process that you go through from creating a video from the beginning to the final thing that you're supposed to do. So it's kind of good because it actually helps you kind of, move your mind in that way. But when you look at the interface, this is what pops up. Right now, we are in the editing tab, or the cut tab. I don't really use this tab at all, honestly. I don't really use it at all. Usually the first thing I do is I go to the media tab, which is right here. Just click on that. And what will pop up is your media storage. Over here to the top left will pop up your different hard drives and things that you would probably be having your video content on. So all you have to do is click up here to actually find what videos you're looking for. So let's go and find some. Let's just go to, let's see. I'll go to my backup. Let's go there. Let's go to task, and then we'll go to one of these B-roll. Here we go. We'll go to one of these B-roll options here. So basically the way this is set up is you have a media pool down below. Up top, up here, you have all of your hard drives and where all your media is stored at. And to bring it into DaVinci Resolve, you want to bring it into the media pool. You want to drop it into the media pool and actually start to make folders or bins of the different media that you have. So all you have to do is come down here and right click and type in new bin, or select new bin. You can name this bin whatever you want to, but I'm going to name this one B-roll, right? So this is all the B-roll footage that I captured from one day. And what I can do is select this B-roll footage and drag it into this bin. Now it's going to ask me, do I want to change the frame rate of my project? I don't want to change the frame rate on my project, so I'm just going to select don't change. What that does is just make sure that the frame rate of your project is the right selection for the footage that you are importing. So now that I have that inside of that folder, the cool thing is that I can actually make a folder within a folder. So now that I have B-roll, maybe there's specific B-roll that I like. Maybe I don't like all this B-roll. Maybe there's specific ones that I like. I can actually create a new bin within this bin and title it favorites. And in here, I can actually drop all the favorites into this folder, and it will make a folder within a folder. Now let's say I'm ready to go on to editing. Typically, I'll go straight to the edit tab and click here, and you'll see that bin shows up here at the top. That bin is right up here, and all of my favorites are right in here, and all my B-roll is right here. All I have to do from this point on is just drag that footage down to the timeline, and it's ready to go. I can start editing it. So that's all we're going to talk about today. I just want to give you a quick crash course of DaVinci Resolve and show you a couple of the tools. We'll talk about more tools as we go through, and hopefully that helped you kind of get started and not be too overwhelmed by DaVinci Resolve. I'll see you guys in the next one. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. Peace.